Hey guys, I'm Matt Lighty. This is the second build diary day for Diablo 4 Season 6, Season of Hatred, the expansion. And this is like after the first real day, where, the servers weren't down for the entire day. Performance? Still dog shit, but, what do you expect from a AAA title? So, let's briefly go over where I'm at. So I'm level 60, which is the base level cap, then my paragon level is 30. Paragon levels are the points you put. It's the tree after the tree, which is this tree. I'm starting to put points in this tree, which looks like a checkerboard, I guess, and I'm basically just grabbing small nodes and picking up useful notables, and then, grabbing these large keystones on new boards, like Cult Leader, which gives me increased minion damage, and then there's another one, that's another type one of these, that gives me increased golem damage. I think there's also one for skeletons or something. Anyway, that's minion shit. More minion damage, more minion attack speed. Nothing else really going on there. My actual skill tree, I've added, I think, nothing to it. Just been picking up more passives that seemingly do nothing, because a lot of these passives seemingly do nothing. I've grabbed all the applicable minion ones. I just probably have to start introducing some other ability, maybe something that uses essence, although a lot of them have seemed worthless. The one that seems maybe less worthless is Blight, because of this one, which is, it's just a 20% damage buff to the enemy when blighted, or possibly levels into curses specifically, maybe, because that's a thing. I have Iron Maiden again around me from the dark aura, for enemies who touch me, but yeah, it's like, I don't really know if that's worth investing into, but that's basically it for the skill tree. My attack power is that, my armor is that, my life is that. These are numbers that mean things, I'm sure, but they're kind of rough estimations. I'm on the highest difficulty I have access to now, which is still Penitent. I'm basically at the point where I'm about to enter the higher difficulties, Torment, which is a huge leap in difficulty. I just have to do the prerequisites to actually access that difficulty. For gear, I'm in pretty much mostly all 750, which is the cap of item levels that can even drop at the moment. And my items are so kitted out now that they have, the text goes off screen, which is great to see. I'm utilizing a little bit of the runes we got. That's this patch. This is like a talking back to Diablo 2 days of runes. I'm not exactly sure what a lot of them do in combination, but yeah, that's it. So they do things, and we'll explore those things as we get more runes, but as of right now, they don't do a lot for me. The aspects are way more important. Those are the things in the darker orange, where it says like where Army of Dead is active, my minions gain, double damage and take like no damage. That's fantastic. Army of Dead's active about every 30 seconds. So that's my big ultimate. Just makes a bunch of zombies. My boots have this amazing thing, which is every 8 seconds, my skeletal mages just cast a blizzard that chills things. It's really good. Nice CC, additional damage. My legs give me the additional mages and warriors. More minions, more better. My gloves give me the AoE curses, like Blasphemy and PoE kind of, which is great. Curses this way also spread, which is nice, and last 4 seconds outside of the aura. It'd kind of be a cool thing to see that in PoE, I mean. And then my body is when my skeletal priest empowers it. So that's when I try to cast my summon, my raised skeleton, and all my skeletons are still alive. That's when it summons a priest. That just buffs them temporarily. That buff now makes them do more better stuff. My golem has its active ability cooldown reduced, and has a chance to spawn corpses constantly. Every time corpses are spawned, I get buffed, so more corpses, more better. And lets me spam his ability, which just lets him slam things and stuns things, so that's cool. The amulet has thorns damage, gets dealt to enemies around me and my minions. More thorns is cool. My other ring has a useless ability, which we have to replace, and this is the same unique ring that I can't replace because it's so much damage it gives me that every 6th attack the things go fucking ballistic for each minion. But I just have to wait to get a newer eye level one. So that's just a replacement waiting to happen. That's pretty much all there is for that. The build has been feeling super comfy. Let me do a quick run of what is the Undercity. I have to do it for the quest, but it is also just like a full run. This is kind of like Rifts in Diablo 3 if you played those. Killing things increases your timer and buffs you, and you're kind of going through 3 levels that get a little bit harder each time. And then you get to the end and you fight a boss, you get some loot. That's the basic principle. It's kind of a basic principle of Diablo in a nutshell. The actual expansion content, I haven't really touched too much. And the actual content, like from the League mechanic, the season, I haven't really touched too much. But yeah, this is what it looks like to play this build for me so far. I walk around, I hit my Army of the Dead. Everything, like, I do so much damage at this stage. So I have to just move on to the next difficulty, because this one I'm like currently totally obliterating, and I'm also like very tanky, which feels great. You know, it feels great to be like kind of overpowered, but there's not much of a penalty. Like if I'm in a lower level difficulty, it just means I'm not getting as much experience, as much gold, as much whatever. But you know, it's fine. Like it's okay to be here for a little bit. Not really the same like in PoE. Like I'm trying to think of an equivalent. It'd be, I guess it'd be like staying till white maps until like 90. I guess that's the closest thing I think of. It's imagine staying till white maps like 90. Like, should you do it? Probably not, but do I do it all the time? Like, what's the downside of staying until, you know, until the difficulty penitent, until you're like full 750, you have all your basic pieces of the puzzle, and you feel super yoked? Like, is that okay? That's fine. There's not much of a penalty for that. This thing being this expansion, or maybe it's not the expansion, maybe it's the season, introduce mercenaries. Mine's called Aldkin. He's a small demon child that doesn't really do a whole lot. Every now and again he'll like shoot out tendrils and CC things, and that's about all he does, which is fine. It's not much, but it's honest work, you know. I don't really know what he actually contributes to the group aside from that, but if you see a little black tentacle shoot out every now and again, it's probably his doing, but honestly, who knows? So yeah, that's him. Either way, so that's the first floor done. I've done all the things I could see in the map. I've killed all the things. I have more time than when I walked in here, and then I move on to the next level. That's that mechanic. The cool part is there's like an airlock right here. I think this timer doesn't start until you leave the airlock. This bubble. Right? Yeah, so that's kind of nice. They didn't have to add the airlock, but it's nice that they did add the airlock. I appreciate the airlock. I've never used it, but that is it. There's my golem slam. That's when I push it to like charge in stuff, which is pretty comfy. Here's a bigger elite mob. You can see I do a lot of damage. You'll see those periodic massive hits where it's like something gets hit for, you know, I don't even know what number, but like how big. Is there nothing here? I didn't click the thing, did I? Yeah, that's on me. There you go, like that's 65,000 or something. That's the ring procking. Like that's the huge spikes of damage from that base ring damage. Now, if I get a higher item level one of my ring and a higher rarity, and then you start doing things like empowering it and getting ancestral and all those goofy different grades of like item rarity, that's when it'll start to be like a much higher number. That like base 5,000 becomes like a base 50,000, and it start hitting millions, you know? So we'll get to that point. Probably tomorrow or the next day, I think. Like the pace in which you kind of progress through Diablo is obviously way faster than a more grindy ARPG like a PoE, but yeah, it's still enjoyable to that point. I would say that the bulk of the joy that I'm deriving from this experience, I think, stems from not playing for the first 5 seasons. I'm getting what would be, I guess, described as the benefit of 6 seasons of backlogged quality of life and, you know, effort, which probably could have been done in 2 months from the development team, but they did it over, you know, a year instead because it's Diablo, so what do you expect? In no way, like, I'm not trying to really talk about the quality of this expansion in these videos, but the one thing I will say is, you know, anybody who, like, praises the $40 Diablo expansion that adds a character and a little bit of story, not saying that that's, like, not cool that you're having fun. That's fine that you're enjoying yourself. But just keep in mind that the Elden Ring DLC is $40, and that's better, probably like better than most 99% of any game ever made. So it's like just comparing like these things is you know, $40 is like kind of crazy for this. I would not recommend for $40 to purchase this. If there was like some sort of thing you could buy that said like, you know, if you bought an $80 version of Diablo and it said this comes with every expansion forever, like maybe that would be cool. But yeah, unless you're making like multiple characters, trying out different classes, different builds, like really getting bang for your buck, $40 is kind of crazy. Either way, that's all I'm gonna say about that. You know, for those who enjoy it, I'm not trying to like fucking take a dump on your face, because I am having fun. Let that not be confused. I am definitely having fun, but I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that in no way, shape, or form is the amount of fun I'm having close to the same amount of fun you'd be having for another game that costs $40, or a series of games that cost $40. I think that like Brotato's expansion comes out soon, and that probably is like $10 in total or something. And that'll be probably more enjoyable than this, so, you know. Either way. Alright, Undercity, progressing. Minion build, very comfy, just walking around. They really take care of it. I like how aggressive they are. I don't have to, like, control them. They're faster than me in combat. They're smarter than me. What am I looking at? Ooh, I actually have no idea what's happening right here. But I have so much damage, I think it's irrelevant. Is he just dead? Am I supposed to hide behind these? This kind of... No, he's it. That's it. Alright, cool. What a boss fight. Yeah, this is what I mean by I'm, like, way too strong at this point. I gotta move on to the higher difficulties, because that was, like... Oh, we got a unique. No, we didn't get a unique. I lied. I thought I saw unique. We got legend. Oh, no. No, that's my fucking guy's name. That's the exact color as unique. You fucker. We got legendaries, which is not what I need. Yeah. I mean, that was really cool. Like, the max essence per active minion. I could see that being useful. I just don't need it, but I could see it being useful. Either way, that's the extent of this. I'm not sure what these pillars are for. Surely this boss fight does something at some point in time. Just not for me. Anyway, moving on.
Shut up! Return to your homes and shut up!
Amazing dialogue. Just really the most amazing dialogue of any game I've ever heard. Anyway, that's the entire video. That's the second update. There's my little demon boy. You can get a better look at him now. Short. There's just his tail. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. It'll probably be, you know, level 100 paragon, and I'll be in torment, and hopefully I'll have better gear and better eye levels and doing better things. I'd like to do just pretty much everything once in this character and showcase what that's like. And then we'll probably call it after that, but it'll be a couple videos, I imagine, until that point's done. But at the pace I play, I can't imagine it's too long, so... If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. This has been the second build diary update for the Necro Summoner. I'm Matt Lighty, and I hope you guys have a good day.